Have you ever seen a book made of stone? It's an ecological innovation that I'll tell you more about at the end of the video. If, like me, you want to offer the best of this world to your children, and also offer the world the best of our children, then come observe nature with us through Gunter's Fables. In this video, we will discover in less than 5 minutes what Gunter's Fables are and what they can bring to your children and grandchildren. Gunter's Fables is a collection of 365 stories inspired by nature. All the fables are bilingual in English and French. The author, Gunter Pauli, is an economist, educator, and pioneer in entrepreneurship within the regenerative economy. He created a concept called the blue economy. His philosophy is nature produces no waste. Let's be inspired by nature. It was in wanting to tell his 6 children about the fantastic discoveries that often took him away from home that he began writing Gunter's Fables. For 15 years now, these fables have been used around the world, for example in China, where they are used in more than 800,000 schools. These fables are accessible for ages 3 to 15. The fable is evolving. As the child grows and acquires skills, they will revisit the fable and be able to gain different approaches. At a young age, the child will be inspired by the fable, the story of nature, and will discover many surprises. Then, they will grow and develop more theoretical or scientific skills. And there, in addition to being inspired by the fable and understanding how it works, they will be able to learn to implement the physical or biological principles that will allow them to take action. In this way, they can develop vocations within themselves and become an entrepreneur for the common good. Gunter's Fables cover 7 major categories: water, health, energy, habitat, work, food, and the last one is education and ethics. The educational structure of the fables is always the same and offers many advantages. Let's discover it together. First, the child discovers the story, a dialogue between 2 joyfully illustrated characters. The story is inspiring. It highlights a function of nature, a problem, or a surprise. For example, why is the zebra black and white? How did the apple get up into the tree? The fables will also find topics that are rarely found elsewhere. For example, the funeral rituals of elephants and their approach to mourning. Then comes a section called Did You Know?, which will provide the child with general knowledge on the subject. For example, in the fable Fishing Without a Net, we will see that there is no reproductive pause in female fish. The grandmother fish will lay many more eggs than the young fish. In our summer of fishing, we announce that we only wish to catch big fish. This is a misunderstanding of biology and an ecological mistake. The fable offers other much more relevant alternatives. Then comes a section called Think About It, which will allow the child to ponder ethical questions and plant positive seeds in their worldview. Next, there's a section called Your Turn to Play, which allows the child to take action, a concrete exercise that will help them put things into practice. Once these sections are explored with the child, we move on to what the author calls the 5 intelligences. These 5 intelligences are sciences, emotional intelligence, the arts, the ability to create connections, and the ability to take action. Thanks to the science section, your child will have avenues for exploration. This approach to sciences allows teachers of different subjects to work with children on a fable with a multidisciplinary approach. In emotional intelligence, your child will discover the personalities of the 2 protagonists who interact in the fable. By recognizing their character traits and personalities, children will be able to learn to identify with them, recognize their own character, and also develop empathy. It's often a fun section where we can play with our loved ones. The child will surely tell you, I am enthusiastic like the dolphin, you are wise like the whale, and maybe they will be provocative like the monkey. Finally, each fable is inspired by a woman or a man, a scientist, entrepreneur, or adventurer, who contributes to the subject of the fable. Of course, you will find on our website sections that complement each fable, documenting the work of the people who inspired it with interviews, videos, exercises, and a lot of documentation. We have created an entire community around Gunter's Fables so that people can act together and contribute for the common good. But I mentioned stone paper to you at the beginning of the video. Indeed, Gunter's Fables are printed on stone paper thanks to an ecological innovation. It consists of 80% stone dust melted into HDPE and a bit of chalk, which allows for a completely waterproof and tear-resistant paper that requires no water or trees to produce, thus helping to protect our freshwater reserves, forests, and biodiversity. Each Fable box set contains 5 fables plus an educational booklet. And don't forget, it takes a heartbeat to be able to open the box set. If, like us, you wish to offer your children the best of this world and offer the world the best of your children, then come with us to observe nature and discover Gunter's fables.